Hello, guys. Welcome back to Marghel Reacts. And now we are doing recaps for tonight's Big Brother Australia episode 1. Yes, tonight we just witnessed the first ever Big Brother Australia first episode. Yeah, I just repeated it again. But yeah, I'm just very happy that I got to witness that on live streaming because I'm from the Philippines and I don't know where to watch. So I have the link. So I watched it on live streaming. I just got home a while ago and then it started. So I got delayed for like 5 to 6 minutes. So we have seen the first episode and I have notes here, guys. I have notes of what to say. Yeah, I have scripts. But so throughout the whole show, I think for me that was a great show. That was a great show. We have new, fresh format. Comparing to the previous seasons of the Big Brother Australia, it has a fresh start and people or like Australians kind of like loving it. There were some negative comments, but mostly they were glad that they out of the franchise came back on their channels on their TV as well. So I'm happy that I got the chance to see it also on real time as well as you do guys. So, yeah, so let's do the recap first. So let's have a recap first on what happened on this episode. So first we have house guests entering in order. So we have seen Kieran, the first house guest to enter the house. We have seen Zoe, Danielle, Ian, Alan, Marisa, Casey, Matt, Laura, Xavier, Talia, and Angela. The last but not the least, the Queen Bee. Okay, we'll be talking about her later. I love Angela, okay? I know you love Angela as well. So let's talk about Kieran's secret mission. So he was given a task by Big Brother to massage the house guests and make nicknames on each of them. I haven't seen the first part of his secret mission, but I kind of get it well when I watched the live stream already. So yeah, he kind of like did it. He makes nicknames to the house guests that's upon entering, like can I call you this? Can I call you that? And also he kind of like giving massages to some everybody. I think that's the mission, right? To everybody, but Big Brother called him like, Kieran, what are you doing? I'm kind of like disappointed. You didn't even go to like I Ian and Alan. So basically he could have like lose the secret mission, the task, but we would to give him a chance. But with an additional pun no. But with an additional task. That is to make a handshake to everybody. So he have to make a unanimous handshake that would let other house guests also do the handshake as well to him. And there was one like Laura like, don't call me that, don't call me dog. Like, no, that's no for me. That was good to watch. So he cannot do that because the reward is if he will be successful in that task, all the housemates would be sleeping on the bedroom on the first night. But if not, all the housemates will be sleeping on the living room, and the living room less like has less comfort. Like there's only few sofas, so how would the other house guests would sleep in a comfortable position, right? So he's really doing well to do the task, and ta-da! Big Brother had announced that he had successfully done done it. So Big Brother opened the bedroom for everybody, and the 12 house guests ran into the bedroom, and each of the house guests pick their own beds and get their things and get out their things and pack it in under the beds, their clothes, their belongings. And yeah, I think everyone was very excited about it because they got to sleep at the Big Brother for the first night. Yeah, the feeling of like, yes, this is my new home. So the next we're talking about is Angela. So we know that Angela was the last house guest that entered the Big Brother house, and she's the queen. She's the queen bee, according to Sonia. And she's, as we see from her interview, she's bossy and she doesn't want mess. She doesn't want lazy people. She wants to see hardworking people, initiatives, and well, she's the boss. Well, I thought that she's very funny upon entering the house. She's very charming and bubbly, but you can really see her feistiness and her attitude. The badass attitude. So, but she's very good. So when it was funny when they had a conversation with Ian at the green room, and Ayn was talking about the rocks and everything. Then she just left because it was a boring conversation. It was a boring conversation. It was boring. I need to go. So she don't like being in a boring conversation. She wants some stuff to talk about. So then they had one talk with Big Brother. That was the best segment or the best moment so far in the episode, because when she entered the room, she was like, honey, I'm home. And she was like, Big Brother, this is my house already. This is my house. I own this house. You're there, I'm here, this is my house. And Big Brother was like, no, no, Angela, this is Big Brother, this is my house. Angela was like, no, Big Brother, this is my house. No, son, no, Angela, it's my house. And I was like, no, no, Big Brother, it's ours. It's ours. And Big Brother was like, no, it's my house. And Angela was like giving up already, like, okay, Big Brother, how are you? I'm happy I'm here. That was the best part of the show so far, this episode. So it was a very entertaining. The best part also was when Angela went back to the diary room and talked about why there's no tea in the she went to the refrigerator and found out there's no tea because she likes tea, and keeps wondering why, Big Brother, there's no tea and there's milk. Why there's no tea for me? I'm the boss here. Like Big Brother's like said that I'm the boss here, Angela. So there's no tea. So like Big Brother was said, this is my house, Angela. Whatever is here is in my control. So there's no tea. So like Big Brother, how can I get tea? Big Brother was like, you have to earn it. So there will be challenges within the show that they have to earn money for them to have, the ration and everything. So let's talk about that later. So the tea, so that's one of like her main concern in the house. Like there's no tea. And also when it was very funny also because she broke a glass, but Big Brother calls her like, Angela, come to the diary room. I was like, oh. Then she broke the glass. I can also notice that when Big Brother talks to the house guests, they were like surprised, like, oh, this was Big Brother. So they will get used to it soon. So next is, um, we have seen also that Talia is also having a good feeling with Danielle. So they could have a showmance because Talia's looking at Danielle like she wants to talk to Danielle even more. She wants to get to know more about Danielle. So, like what I said on my first upload video, that Danielle could be in a shaman. So, ta-da, it's Talia. I think Talia would be pairing up with Danielle. So I think they will have a good chemistry. So they have to get to know more each other more. So it will be a showmance, and people don't like in a showmance, right? If you're a BB fan, you know that. If you're a super fan, you know that. So that's a dangerous thing. So yeah. So next is, we have seen also at the end of this night, when all the house guests are sleeping, Danielle snores so bad that every house guest were like, each house guest were like awake and couldn't sleep because he snores really so bad. I mean, all the house guests are disturbed and cannot sleep so well because of his snores. And when Big Brother talked to him in the next day, like, what had happened? It's because of his big nose. He said it's because of his big nose. That's why he snores and he couldn't help it. It's kind of his nature, his nature that he snores. And he thought that that could jeopardize his game because it's, you know, he could be nominated because of his snores. Because in this game, first at the first part of this game, you don't want to live with also some messy people like him, snores. I mean, if you have to leave good impression with everybody, then you should do everything good. And it's uncontrollable. You snore, and that snore was really bad, and that could jeopardize his game. So might as well, he cannot control it. So Daniel, good luck. I think Talia is a bit off with your snoring, so keep that low. We have met Ian. He's a waiter, and there was a scene that he was giving gifts to the house guest. I think that was he because he collects rocks. That's why he gives gifts to this house guest. Ian said in the interview he's very alone and he feels isolated, and I kind of feel like related to him. We have the same personality that we don't somehow get along with other people. We are a bit shy, and I'm just happy for him that he joined the Big Brother because, like he said, that he wants to join Big Brother for him to socialize to other people. I mean, you could have live alone forever, right? So you have to socialize with other people and create new family, new community, and this is one of the ways that he could do that. So, I mean, I'm rooting for you, Ayan. I'm really rooting for you. Let your light shine in this. So I'm rooting for you, and good luck on your journey and Big Brother. And yeah, we have the same personality as well. So, and also doing this video, this recap, this reaction on Big Brother is also my my getaway out of my comfort zone. So we're doing this and the same thing, with Ian. So I hope that I could meet also new friends and new community with you guys. So hi, this is Marghel. So yeah, so I'm really rooting for Ian. So next we have also learned about Laura. She's a dance instructor. She's a feminist, and she has also a badass attitude. So she's not, she don't back down on any trials. If you confront her, she won't back down. Like she's like that. She's that kind of person. So we get to meet her also, and also we have also learned about Alan. So I think every person thinks that he is full of himself, and like what he said in the interview, he wants to win. He's eager to win. He's very motivated, and he wants to take control in the house. So he could be very annoying to everybody if he talks a lot. You know, like listening to him in the diary room is like kind of annoying. He's like full of himself. I think he knows everything about the game. Like that's good because he knows the game. I will be giving credit to him that he is very strategic. He knows the game so well. I think he is a super fan of Big Brother America and Big Brother Canada because he really knows the game so well. I think in this episode he's the only one who talks about game. Like this is the plan, this is the thing. He knows how to play with social game. He knows how to play with other people. He knows how to talk to other people. I think he's very approachable also. So he knows the game so well. I think he will go so far, but if he shows his card about his strategy, I think people will see that. I think he knows the game so well. I think we should get rid of him. So good luck, good luck, Alan. I hope that you're doing well. But people are annoyed with his personality, and I'm also. But if I'll say personal level, I don't like his personality because I don't friends like that kind of personality. But when it comes to game, he's kind of very good. I'm impressed with his logic, his the way of his thinking about the game. I mean, he's the only one who's talking about game this season, in this episode so far. So good luck to that, Alan. So they're talking about also the rations, the basic foods to eat. I've heard that there will be challenges to win so they can earn more money for their daily intake budget. So if you want to eat more or expensive foods or like other foods other than the basic foods that are available in the house, you have to win the challenges. So we are expecting new challenges also when it comes to food. And I'm so discouraged that there's no have nots. Okay, let's talk about that later. So it was also shown the white bread recipe. There was an instruction how to make your own bread. And Angela was like, "What? We're making our own bread?" And Laura was like, "Oh, that's easy. We can do that." So in that segment, Angela and Laura was kind of having small conflict there. So which causes them to see that Laura is kind of feisty. So like, what happened? Like, it was a steamy conversation there. So they kind of think like Laura is like, okay, you're not the boss here. Okay, so we're now going down to the basement on the nomination challenge. So the housing mates prep up and went down to the basement for the nomination challenge. The nomination challenge is the power of momentum. So they have to move themselves up to the platform they lie down. So like swinging, swinging, swinging. So if they have to move up and place the five balls on the designated placement above them. So they have to swing, swing. They have to use their force to have that, momentum. So it was said that there's only 50 balls available each player. So if you run out of balls and you haven't uh, put five balls above on the designated placement, you'll be disqualified and eliminated from the game. So you have to have a good momentum on placing the balls up. So we have seen that Angela is really not moving. I think she had a bad start because she didn't have the good forced to pull and back pull yeah push herself in the momentum, so she did not have the chance to win. She's like giving up, so she wants to. That's why she didn't work hard in that competition, because she haven't drank a tea. I think that's it. That's the reason why. So we have seen that all the other Haskell's are really working hard to win the competition. Most of them are really trying hard, but it was very difficult to them to put the balls until we saw Talia places the first ball on her designated placement, and the next was Laura and then Danielle. I think only the three of them placed some of the balls on their place. And we kind of see Kieran also having a hard time. I mean, he wants to win also, but you know, I mean, he didn't do so well. He kind of gave up. He was like draining, and that was very sad actually. So so the first nomination challenge was won by Talia with obviously with five balls, with runner up Laura with four balls, and Danielle with only two balls. So the rest of the house guys, no balls, no ball. So I think that was very hard. If I was in the competition, I would. It's hard to reach, and you have this weight. I'm big. I am 130 kilos. That's hard. I think I couldn't do that. Physically, I'm not good at physical challenges. So after Big Brother announced Talia winning the competition, he called her to the diary room to choose three nominees up for eviction. She was really having a difficult time to think to who to choose to nominate, and even like, and Big Brother was like, you're not sending them home, you're likely nominate only three people for eviction. So she said in the diary room that she would nominate Laura and Kieran, and the third nominee wasn't revealed until Big Brother called all the house guests to the living room, and there he announced that Laura, Kieran, and Zoe are up for eviction. So it's kind of different here in Australia because there are three nominees. You know, I mean, I was even surprised. I mean, like, I don't know why we haven't seen the reasoning of Talia on why she nominated Zoe. We don't know why. I mean, I'm kind of like surprised also why she voted to nominate Zoe. At least we should have known if there's a reasoning, but there was no. Big Brother Australia. We need to know why. So after the nomination, Kieran was like in panic mode, and he was like self-destructing. He was panicking. He goes to different groups and talk to them about this plan. Like we would take out Laura, right? We would take out Zoe, right? So he's kind of doing that, but people see that like he's kind of like panicking, and um he's not talking so much. He's not talking like he used to before. He's gonna get cold. He's kind of worried about his position because he wants this. He wants to be in Big Brother, and his dream would just go away when if he got eliminated first. So, um, so it was very painful to watch. It was very painful to watch of him. Like he's still young. He's 21, and it's like a baby, and it's like I don't want to leave. He's worried about his position in the house. So yeah. So when Angela asked her, "Are you okay?" Like he counted the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'm going home. So he had lost his hope already, and he doesn't know what to do, and he just fingers crossed. You have also seen Angela and Zoe talking about like, "You're not going to evict me, right, Angela?" Like, "Yeah, I will not vote to evict you. So we're moms." Like I told you in my previous ranking or previous impression, I told you that Angela and Zoe would likely be in an alliance, would be a a team, a partner in the game because they both have similarities because they are both moms. So you know, I get it. I know this game so well. Not really, but I can they have the moms alliance. So I'm happy that they're supporting one another and not evicting one another, okay? That's good. That's good for the both of them. So we see the eviction ceremony. Sonia was talking about the eviction process and everything, and we have also seen the house guests were called to the eviction room. And I mean that room was also good. Like the red vibe, like the color itself like red. It's like the last blood. The last thing. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, I mean, there are already three rooms to share, like the lounge room, the living room, the green room, and the eviction room. They could stay there all day." So Sonia was talking to the three nominees, and she kept asking questions about how they felt, um, how are they processing the nomination. Kevin was even blowing up that he wants Laura to get evicted. That that's a first. Like Laura was like, okay. I'm kind of like surprised because uh the three nominated house guests were not given the chance to plead their case on the eviction room. They were not talking about save me because I'm good for your game. There was no speech. It was like directly, okay, house guests, you go to the diary room and evict. There was no pleading their case. So that's new. I mean, that's different. I was kind of surprised, and I was even shocked because even the nominated house guests can evict their co-nominees. They have the power to vote to evict their co-nominees. Like, huh? That's strange. It's like what people said on the Twitter, like what the people said on Twitter. It's kind of like Survivor. Okay, I haven't watched a Survivor series yet, but they have that kind of same feeling, like because in the American and Canadian version, there's only two nominees off the block, and the two nominees cannot evict the other one, right? Because there's only two. But here in Australia, there's three, so this person can either evict one of this, you know, you know what I mean. So it was kind of like different, and also one by one, each house guest casted their vote, and I'm like surprised again. I'm like disappointed a little bit because we did not see. the total the we have seen Laura and Alan voted for Kieran to evict. Angela to Laura. Angela voted Laura to evict. Marisa voted Zoe to evict. But the other house guests, how about Danielle? Who who do you think he voted? You know, um, we have seen that Laura was evicted with 6 votes, but who are those other 5 house guests who evicted her? And I'm kind of sad that we don't even know who evicted her. Like the suspense background, I love that, but we don't know who are those 5 house guests. Because Zoe has also 3 votes. Who voted for Zoe? There's only Marisa. How are those other 2? That could be a good factor to the next week. Like, if example, Zoe would be the nomination challenge winner, and we kind of know, like, okay, these are the people who wants to evict her. So we have an idea, like, you evict this person because this is the person who wants to evict you. So you nominate these 3 people because she has 3 votes, right? So if we kind of know, if and also somebody knew, she could easily put up these 3 who want to evict her. You know what I mean? Big Brother Australia, tell us who are they. Tell us why Talia nominated Zoe. Tell us also who evicted Laura. Who are those 5 who evicted Laura, and who are those 2 other people who evicted Zoe? We want to know because that's a game. We have to know. There's like, my God. I mean, so at the end of the show, we have seen Laura packed her things and went home, and it's kind of sad because I mean, I don't, I don't really know her much, so that's sad. It's kind of really sad because you want to know each house guest from the first episode, and one is going home already at the very start of the game. That's sad. That's kind of sad. So we have seen the trailer for tomorrow's episode. Is that the late arrivals? The next 4 house guests are arriving the house. It was nail biting moment. Like, would Alan see them? Would Alan really, like, you know what I mean? That was a nail biting. When I watched it, I was like, oh my God, would Alan see them? It was very nice. so, so here are my thoughts on this episode. I mean, I love it. But for me, it was like rushed. Um, I don't know, like, I mean, it was rushed. That's it. It was rushed, and uh, I love. I don't know the editing. It was rushed, and if I compare this to American and Canadian version, I know it's different, but it was rushed. Like 1 hour and 30 minutes is a lot of time, but we didn't get the chance to see them talking about what's the plan. What are there any alliances that are forming in the house? We haven't seen that. We haven't seen the relationship with one another. I mean, there's lack of, you know, getting to know each other, knowing the game, like, and one of the things that I was like disappointed because Talia was, you know, when Talia won the nomination challenge, she was called already to the diary room. She hadn't time to think, and she hadn't talked to other house guests to what's the plan, what to do, who to nominate. That could be a factor for her to, there's a lot of factors behind it. If you want to talk to these people, like, who do I want to nominate? Help me, guys. If you want to be an alliance with me, just tell me. Like, I want to put you on the block. Just tell me what to do. Like, And also, she blamed herself for winning the competition because she will uh, evict someone because she will nominate 3 people. Like, come on. Talia, you don't need to win that nomination challenge because no one's looking at you as a target. You know, you should have given it to Laura or to Danielle. They, I mean, it could have been different story. And she was like crying because she blamed herself because of the situation of the three is facing. I mean, she wants to win. She was motivated to win, but she don't want to nominate. Like, guys, think of the game, and that could potentially create a bigger target on her. Like, okay, okay, we have to nominate Talia because she's a physical threat. From just one competition you just won, then you're physical threat already. You know, you don't like me as a super fan of Victoria Canada. When I see the statistics or like the places of order of the house guests, the first HOH would most likely um evicted the next week or like the earlier weeks. So you're putting yourself a target already. Like for example, or any house guest from the remaining 11 would win, and like, who do I want to nominate? So they could still pick you because you won that freaking previous nomination challenge. You know what I mean. I mean, if you have to think hard, like Alan, I'm getting good job, Alan, for not doing well. You have to think hard for the game, for your yourself not to be evicted early. You have to stay low in the game, like what I said. I'm also disappointed because there's no have-nots, there's no HOH room, there's no veto competition, there's no veto ceremony, and like announcing the nominees were not really like formal. Like, it should be Sonia talking. Like, these are the nominees. You are nominated, or like that. The nomination challenge winner should be the one who's talking to the house kid. Okay, this is my reason. I nominate you, Zoe, because of this. I nominate you, Kieran, because of this. It should be upfront. It should be like face to face. It should be formal, guys. It's not like that. Nomination ceremony, and then there's someone who's wearing swimsuit. Like, come on. So, but so far, I cannot say negatively about this episode. I was just disappointed. Like, I was just comparing to the American and Canadian version, but the Australian version is different. It's just nomination challenge and then eviction. There's no veto. Okay, I can accept that, but it would be more thrilling if there's a veto because the three nominees, if you're in the block, you cannot save yourself. You can control. You just have to rely on your social game. Unless if there's a veto, you can like, I have to win this so I could get myself off the block. You know what I mean? That's kind of like sad. But you know what more to expect? There's more house guests, and yeah. So far, my top five. Okay, my top five. No, in no order. I love Marissa. I love Angela. I love Zoe. Like what I said on my previous ranking, I kind of like Ian right now. Go Ian and Kieran. He's still like Kieran was my least favorite in my previous videos. Sorry, but now we're watching the first episode. I'm rooting for you, Kieran. So these are my five favorites so far in the game, and we have to see eight more house guests that are coming on the house on the later episodes as well. So yeah, this I will give you know um in this episode, I'm rating this as 8.5. I think 8 of 5 out of 10. I'm kind of happy that they have this nomination challenge already, and the nomination challenge winner would nominate three people, and the house guest would nominate to evict. So it's like similar to the Canadian and American version, but I'm not I'm disappointed because there's no veto. Like what I said a while ago, that there's lacking. There's no have nots. There's no slops. There should be slops. Yeah. I'm happy as well. What's lacking? I mean, the lacking of talking about game. The talking about game. What what strategy should they do? I kind of like either talking about game in the house. Let's see that. Let's see about that tomorrow. I hope that tomorrow's episode would be great and would be, conversation more on conversational and talking about game. Like, who are you aligned with? Police Angela and Marisa and Zoe. Be amongst alliance without telling everybody. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you understand what I'm talking about. I'm just having a hard time talking right now because I just delayed. There's some circumstances along the way while editing this video, while doing this video. But I hope that tomorrow will be well. Tomorrow will be okay and doing this. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Marghel Reacts. Click the ring button below for not more contents from me, guys. And if you want to collaborate with me talking about this recap of each episodes of Big Brother Australia, I'm happy to collaborate with you guys. Just tell me and tell me what to do or where you're from. I'm eager to talk with you guys. Let's do this together and be a part of this big community. Thank you guys. See you again tomorrow. God bless everybody. See ya. Bye bye. Thank you. Maria reacts. Bye bye. Big Brother Australia.